What's up, SciTech? Today we are talking about characters and their motivation. So, I need you to open up your Cornell notebook if you have not done so already. And I want you to write down this note. On the left side, write character. On the right side, you're going to write that character is the traits and qualities a person has. Characters are also the fictional people in a story created by the author. You should be thinking Darth Vader. He's a character in Star Wars. His traits and qualities are that he's evil, menacing, and Luke Skywalker's father. Spoiler alert. Okay, take a moment to take those notes down. Next is motivation. Okay, motivation is something that propels your actions. It's what makes you do the actions in your life. So, when I'm crushing it at the gym, what's motivating me is my desire to get healthy and feel well. And a little bit look good too. Please take those notes. Okay, plot. Plot is the story or sequence of events in a novel, play, or film. You should remember that from our previous lessons on plot development. So, here we have a plot chart, like you have seen this week, and I just want to run through with you the plot development of The Telltale Heart. So first, in the exposition, the narrator introduces himself and explains some background information. Next, in the rising action, the narrator spies on the old man at night. Remember all that creepy stuff about him putting his head through the door and staring at the old man? After that comes the climax. That's when the narrator finally works up the nerve to murder the old man. The climax is the change. Once everything changes, now is the falling action. The narrator is anxious as he deals with the police. And after the falling action, we have the resolution. This is where the narrator confesses to the murder. Whew. So, the narrator murders an old man. But why? What was his motivation? What propelled him to commit that action? Let's take a look at the text. This is the second paragraph of the text, and if you remember, this was part of the exposition. So, I'm going to read this. I want you to read along with me. So, your eyes should be on the first word, which is object. Your finger should not be touching your computer screen. Just your eyes. So, object there was none. Passion there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult. For his gold I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Whoa. So let's look at a few things. One, he says, I think it was his eye. I think it was his eye? Oh, wow. I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. So, the narrator's motivation, what causes him to murder the old man, is his desire to get rid of the old man's eye. Look at that. He says he loved the old man. He had never wronged him. He didn't want his gold. He didn't want his money. It was his eye. That's what caused him. That was the motivation to murder the old man.